That's it, I'm turning back. I know your family's waiting. I know it's an important day. All right, we'll give it a try. I'll set your coordinates. I won't jump far. I'll get you back there in time, pal. Trust me.
Things I do for this channel. Well, come on, we gotta do it. Hey gang, yep, as you saw, we're looking at the Star Wars holiday special. And I know what you're gonna say. Isn't that a Christmas special? Well, it's viewed as a Christmas special, but it was broadcast in November, before Thanksgiving, so I'm putting it here. You know, there's always the joke about all the drug use in the 70s and how that's why we get so many weird things that came out then. And this special gives some evidence towards that, or ammunition at least, because this thing is out there. We start with Han trying to get Chewie back to his home planet and his family for Life Day. And after the credits, in which everybody is identified in the credits by the actor's name, you know, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Anthony Daniels. And then when they get to R2-D2, they just say, and R2-D2. Apparently they didn't want to pay Kenny to be in the special, so they just had a replica of R2 that just stood there, and they had beeps going on. But the special opens, and we meet Chewie's family, his wife Mala, his father Itchy, and his son Lumpy, going about their daily routine. And this is where we get one of the weirdest parts of the special. It's in the Wookiee language with no subtitles. And if it was just that, it'd be a little odd, but it wouldn't be the over the top weird special it is. We get Itchy and his grandson Lumpy watching some hologram acrobats. Yeah. Then Mala contacts Luke to see if she can, if he knows when Chewie left for their home.
Oh, he's not there yet, is that it? Oh, boy. Well, all I can tell you is that he and Han left here on schedule. If he's not there now, they're way overdue. Gee, there must have been trouble.
After some reassurances that, they can take care of themselves. They'll be there. Don't you worry. Luke has a bit of a comedy skit kind of thing there, ending where smoke keeps coming up out of his X-Wing. And he keeps trying to have to fix it and complaining to R2 that why didn't R2 do it? That kind of stuff. So, Mala then goes back to cooking and watching a cooking show. And we are treated to the first of, I believe, 3 appearances by Harvey Korman.
Hello. Today we are going to be preparing a very succulent dish called Bantha Surprise. It's not only a very hearty, nourishing dish, but it's very economical too. So all those hungry mouths in your household will be going yummy yum on their tummy tum if you just follow along with me as I prepare this popular favorite.
And in typical sketch comedy fashion, we get a bunch of humor, as the instructor is demonstrating how to cook and Mala is trying to replicate it. That old bit. Then the show is interrupted by the Empire declaring martial law on the planet. No ships can get in, no ships can get out. Luckily, junk dealer, I shouldn't say junk dealer, junk dealer Sarandon arrives, having landed before the law was declared. It's Art Carney. And he gives everyone presents because it's Life Day. And for Itchy, gives him a new hologram performance of Diane Carroll.
I am in your mind as you create me. Oh, yes. I can feel my creation. I'm getting your message. Are you getting mine? Oh, we are excited, aren't we?
Yeah, it's a little creepy. Sort of a softcore thing. TV safe in the 70s mode. And Diane Carroll sings This Moment Now. After the performance, they receive a call from Leia.
You mean they haven't arrived yet?
She says there has been no contact.
Yes, I think I understand her message. That Imperial Patrol must be giving them more trouble than we bargained for.
But reassured that Sarandon is there to help. He's part of the Rebel Alliance. Leia signs off, not wanting to tie up the channel, and she'll recontact them later to see if Han has arrived. As luck would have it, Han and Chewie do arrive, but to avoid patrols, they land away from the house and have to now walk to get there. Unfortunately, some stormtroopers come and an Imperial officer is there to ask some questions of these residents.
Where's your daddy?
These things have no respect for authority. Excuse me, I beg your pardon. Maybe you know my brother's boy. He's a member of the Imperial militia. He must be 24 or 25 years old, but now he loves the service. Great little guy.
Your identification is in order. You can go now.
Of course, Don says he still has some more work to do, and then to distract the Imperial officers, he shows a hologram of Jefferson Starship performing, the Marty Balin era, pre-Mickey Thomas. And after enjoying the performance of Light the Sky on Fire, Sarandon is then forced to leave. And troopers are going to stay to wait for the father come back home. So they can check his credentials. And then we come to the only reason anybody ever wants to see this special. Lumpy watches a cartoon. And the cartoon introduces us to Boba Fett. The story has Han and Chewie picking up a talisman. But something goes wrong and they land on a planet in, I'm not sure if it's the lake or the ocean. Luke goes to rescue them, lands in the water too, and then gets attacked.
R2, stand by to fire the ejection pod.
And hurry, R2, or we'll be dessert soon.
Boba Fett introduces himself and helps Luke find the Falcon. When they get inside, Chewie dumps the talisman into the water, but not before Luke has been infected by it. Han's already infected. But Boba knows what this infection is, and he knows the antidote, so he and Chewie go to get it in the city. And Boba Fett goes to get it alone, leaving Chewie on watch, but that's not really all he wanted to do.
I have made contact with the rebels, and all is proceeding as you wish, Darth Vader.
Yep. It is revealed Boba is a bounty hunter in the employ of the Empire. Darth Vader specifically. At this point, he gets the antidote, but there's trouble. Chewie is spotted, and they have an exciting chase back to the Falcon. Once back at the Falcon, Luke and Han revived with the antidote, and then R2 reveals he intercepted the message Boba sent to Darth Vader, and it leads to the inevitable showdown.
What are you talking about?
We intercepted a message between Boba and Darth Vader, sir. Boba Fett is Darth Vader's right-hand man. I'm afraid this whole adventure has been an Imperial plot.
We'll meet again, friend.
Okay, the showdown wasn't that cataclysmic, but you did get to see Boba use his jetpack. And it is by far the best part of this whole special. And I often wonder why they didn't just make a 30-minute, well, 25 with commercials, animated special with this story. Because it's like 10 to 15 minutes long here, and it is by far the more interesting aspect of this whole thing. But we got to get back to the actual special, in which Lumpy is sent upstairs to his room, and he then uses an instruction video to put together his Morpheus transmitter. That was his present from Sarandon. And we get Harvey Korman's second appearance in the special.
Thank you for selecting our brand of mini transmitter. If you assemble it properly, following the instructions I am about to give you, it will provide many years of
fun and valuable service for you.
And throughout the instruction, Korman's android, I guess, keeps running down until he just putters out before the end of the instruction. Meanwhile, downstairs, everyone's watching a show called Life in Tatooine, in which we have a rather prophetic section here in this special, because it is basically reality TV. and it centers on a bar run by B. Arthur.
Certainly not going to get rich with customers like you. I thought I taught you to drink faster than that. Well, at least you're steady.
Harvey Korman makes his third appearance.
Hello, Acme. Okay, we'll do it your way. Hello. Now we'll do it my way. What'll it be?
Can we talk?
Well, of course we can talk. We are talking. You're not ordering. I'm not pouring. We are not drinking. We are talking.
And so they flirt back and forth for a little while before she turns him down. But then they get a declaration from the Empire and they have to shut down the bar. At which point, as B. Arthur is sending everyone out, and you get to see a lot of the familiar faces from the cantina scene from the original Star Wars, she sings good night, but not goodbye.
Just one more round, friend, then homeward bound, friend.
Yes, I'm sure sharp-eyed viewers will recognize that it's a slowed-down version of the cantina song. Well, after that show ends, the Imperial troopers are ordered back to base over their comms. They leave one stormtrooper behind, of course. And that stormtrooper hears some stuff coming from Lumpy's room.
Return to base. Return to base. Return to base.
After a quick chase around the place, it looks like Lumpy's done for, but fortunately, Han and Chewie show up, and the matter gets quickly resolved. Unfortunately, now they've got a dead trooper on their hands. But Sergeant Don appears again, and he handles the situation.
We have two-way communication, Trader Sondan. Is this a report about the missing trooper?
It is, sir. Trooper B4711 was here with 3 other men. They left and he remained. As soon as they had gone, he packed a lot of food from this house and he robbed me blind. Then he took off for the hills.
Very well, we'll send out a search party.
Thank you.
And with that taken care of, everybody heads out to attend Life Day.
It is indeed true that at times like this, Artu and I wish that we were more than just mechanical beings, and were really alive, so that we could share your feelings with you.
Chewbacca! Chewbacca, we were so relieved to hear you were all right.
All of you are an important part of my life, pal.
And with all his friends there to help him celebrate Life Day with his family, Carrie Fisher, who only agreed to do this special because if she got to sing a song, being the daughter of Debbie Reynolds and Eddie Fisher, singing's in the blood. But they didn't give her a good song to sing.
This is the promise of the Tree of Life. We celebrate a day of peace.
It's that toe-tapping number, A Day to Celebrate. And it is as hokey as the title suggests. While she sings, Chewbacca remembers all the times he's had with his friends. And basically they just intercut some footage from the original film. And then we end with Chewbacca and his family sitting around the table. Yeah. When I do my reviews, I want to try and find some good things to say about what I'm reviewing. But this one, good Lord. Oh, the animated part. That is good, and it is the only real reason to watch this. I mean, the rest is just a train wreck. Everybody seems to be embarrassed in it. And I don't blame them, because it's just a hodgepodge of bad sketch comedy and lukewarm suspense. There's almost no action in it. And it's mostly filler. Oh, we are being captured and interrogated by the Imperial troopers. Here, let us watch this musical performance. That's like the whole thing. I'm going to get this transmitter together to help us get out of this situation. Here's a comedy sketch about putting it together. And then the whole B. Arthur thing, I didn't get that at all. I mean, it was nice to see the aliens from the first film, from the cantina scene, but just bad sketch comedy. And the names, Itchy and Lumpy, really? You would think they would have given their full names, like, Mala. Well, Chewie is Chewbacca. There's a reason he calls him Chewie. Why is his son called Lumpy? Is it Lumbaka? Is his father Itchbaka? And just whole sections in the Wookiee language. You can kind of tell what's going on from the pantomime, but who thought this was a good idea? I understand Lucas's disdain for it and desire to just get rid of it. Fortunately, he also felt that about the original films, and you cannot see them in the original version because he kept tinkering with them over the years, and then re-releasing new versions, and then tinkering with it again and releasing another version. And darn us, we kept giving him money for it. But this thing, oh, good Lord, it's bad. Not really much to say about it. I mean, thumbs up for the animated part, but the rest, kick it in the trash heap. And the songs, even Jefferson's Starship song, it's not really a rocker, and it's not really one of their better ones. And I don't know what was up with the Diane Carroll thing. She's a good performer, but she's doing this weird, creepy, alluring thing towards a Wookiee. If you ever want to say to someone, oh, the 70s were some drugged out madness, find a copy of this thing. Well, please hit like, share, and subscribe. As always, stay after for my least hated scene.